Hey there, and welcome back to Dakota News Now. Time for another edition of Owning Your Outdoors, and joining me as always is Doug Schroeder from Lewis. And Doug, I think if you've been outside at all, like within the past month or so, you're going to notice probably the mosquitoes more than anything, right?
Right. We got all that moisture, which was a blessing for all the crops and everything. Maybe a little bit too much.
A little too much, yeah.
Yeah, but with all the pooling of water around, we do have a fantastic mosquito crop right now.
And that is the big thing, is that if you want to cut down on the amount of mosquitoes in your area, make sure there's not really any standing water anywhere, right?
Right, and that's kind of a hard thing to avoid right now with just some of the landscapes we have. There is a lot of standing water.
So what's the first thing we need to think of or do in order to repel some of those mosquitoes?
Key word, repellent.
Yeah.
The best way you can do to protect yourself is apply repellent. The best repellent that you can use is something with DEET. I know there's a lot of people that are a little leery on DEET, but DEET is safe for children 3 and above. Just be careful the way you apply it. But it is the most effective repellent that will keep mosquitoes away from you. And then also there's a lot of organic ones. I have one here that has lemongrass oil in it. Also effective and also great for kids. You can apply it. It's called Bug Soother, and it's a great one for kids.
Another thing that you could do is maybe wear some long sleeves or some jeans and not cutoffs like me.
Right. If you're going to go out, for instance, farming lawn work, where you're going to be in some taller grass, wear some longer sleeves, jeans, things that protect your skin from mosquitoes.
If I have some outdoor patio, there's some netting that you can put around too, right?
Right. Yep. Netting, mosquito netting is very effective, and if you're going camping, you might want to put some mosquito netting right over you as you sleep. It's something that will give you a nice barrier from mosquitoes.
We were talking before filming, and I'm the type of person who sometimes is in too much of a hurry to apply any sort of repellent beforehand, but there are things I could do before I even go outside to kind of get the mosquitoes away, right?
Yes, you can use a good fogger. This is my favorite by Cutters. Go around, spray your bushes, some of the taller landscape you have, grass. Treat it, and within a half hour, you can go outside and you'll have a lot less mosquitoes around.
Going back to the repellent, it's important to make sure that you're reapplying it to kind of like sunscreen. It's going to sweat off, right?
Yes, if you go swimming, it's going to wash off. If you wash your hands, wash up, it's going to be gone. So if you sweat a lot, you need to reapply. One thing I did want to mention, if you put suntan lotion on, apply your suntan lotion first, then repellent over the suntan lotion.
Yeah, you want to make sure that sunscreen is on the skin and not necessarily on that layer of repellent,
Correct.
right? And you don't want to ever put it under your clothes. You can apply it over your clothes, right?
Right, just to skin. You don't want to apply it under your clothes. You don't need it underneath there, and it can cause some irritation with clothing laying on top of it. So just treat your exposed skin with a repellent, and that should be good.
Doug, any other tips to add?
Yes, when you're applying repellent to kids, never put it on their hands, because kids put their hands in their mouths, rub their eyes, put it on their legs, arms. If you're going to apply it to their face, put it in your hand, apply it to the face, staying away from the mouth and eyes. And
then make sure when you do get it on their arm that you're using your hand in order to kind of spread it out and not their hands, like you said.
And if they do have an owie or a sore, try not to apply to that area.
And then make sure you wash your hands so that way you can do other things too, right?
Exactly.
All right, Doug, thank you so much. We have all these tips, and we're going to have them online at dakotanewsnow.com coming up after the show. Hope you enjoyed all those tips that Doug had in order to keep yourself safe against those mosquitoes. But go ahead and check out your screen, look at it right now. If you want to catch any previous episodes of Owning Your Outdoors, you can do that at any time. Just go ahead and download the Dakota News Now app on any of these streaming platforms. Stick around, more trending topics right after the break.